So let's get into this topic, the top 10 employer brand mistakes. Yes, I've made a lot, and thank goodness for that, because I would not be where I'm at today without falling down, picking myself back up again, and learning a lesson for next time. So if you're an employer brand like me, we've all made mistakes, and that's a good thing, because as they say, footsie don't make good sailors. Our field, it's always evolving, and it isn't just magically evolving on its own. It's you and me, we're evolving it. And one of my favorite aspects of our community is how generous we are and open with sharing our experiences with one another, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So here are the top 10 mistakes that I have crowdsourced from our peers. And you know what? I've made all of them and then some in my past 18 years, and there's no shame in that. But we can learn how to navigate around these mistakes and try again so that we may sail our way toward employer brand glory. Is that cheesy? Yes. Do I still love it? Yes. Okay. So let's begin. Mistake number 10, treating employer brand like a project. So picture this. You join a company as their new employer brand pro, and immediately you get to work on discovering and launching a new employer brand. Lots of fanfare, you rallied the troops, you created new templates, you even got a guest spot on the company town hall. Big celebration when you launch it and people are engaged with the brand. But then a week goes by, a month, a quarter, and no one has heard from you. And they aren't quite sure you actually still work here. And if they do know you're still around, they can't quite pinpoint what you do or the value that you bring. I don't know if anyone has seen Office Space, but when I said that, I thought of what exactly would you say you do here from the consultants. So funny, but not funny. So if anybody is thinking this way about you or questioning this, like it's actually not great. But because employer brand's not a one-off. You weren't there just to launch the brand, hopefully like there's more that you're going to do and contribute. So let's not treat it like a one-off project. It is just as important to an organization as the consumer brand is. So approach it the same way with strategy. Establish your 3-year roadmap and set quarterly and annual goals. Establish metrics and KPIs to measure data that actually matters so that you can focus on what matters. Hold quarterly business reviews with your leadership. Okay, friends, I need to tell you about quarterly business reviews, or QBR. Lovingly at Baxter, love, hate, we say QBR season is upon us, and it's every 3 months, and we have 5 of them, and I'm in all of them. And one of them is my own, which is global, but it's been one of the most impactful and important aspects of my past 5 years at Baxter is our rigorous data-filled QBRs that we have. So every 3 months, we present data across a number of fronts within employer brand and recruitment marketing to our senior leadership. Every part of our integrated media strategy, each tactic within paid, owned, and earned media has an associated KPI, or key performance indicator. We measure our reputation, employee advocacy, we set goals and measure ourselves against either our own internal benchmarks that we've set or external. We've been doing this for the past 5 years. Now, there's a lot you can measure with an employer branded recruitment marketing, but what you choose to measure will vary depending on your organization's goals, current environment, what's going on internally, etc. So, for example, during an acquisition or a divestiture, you may have specific initiatives related to the brand and goals tied to its success. So create a dashboard that makes the most sense for you at that time to focus on what matters most and articulate that on a regular basis to your stakeholders. So you can do them quarterly. If you want to start out, twice a year, that's a good start too. I like it quarterly just because things can change so quickly in our space that I think quarterly is the right balance.